Hi guys, and welcome to the second episode of Three Englishmen and an Asian. I'm joined by Charlie, Carl and Connor with a guest called Michael. And today's starting topic is Lance Armstrong, the cyclist, not the astronaut.
The astronaut's Neil Armstrong.
Yeah, different names.
I get mixed up, I'm sorry, how many people do you know called Armstrong?
What's
the toy you used to have that used to tug on?
Strongman Armstrong.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, see, he's called Armstrong, he could have been a brother.
So I actually don't know anything about it. Something about him taking drugs and suing the newspaper.
The man got a shitload of awards for being a really good cyclist, and turns out he was taking drugs. And then he admitted it. First of all, he denied it, then he admitted it. Then he, I don't know, he's worth millions because he was a good cyclist, but because he was pumped full of drugs, that's probably the only reason he won.
What about the tests they have before? What happens to them?
I don't know. I don't know whether there was a way of cheating now.
Well, it must have been, because I swear they always test people. Yeah, blood test.
Perhaps he had like a little mate he used to take blood from.
They did. He used to take their blood instead of his own.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was this thing where he sued the Sun or something because they slagged him off?
What?
No, I swear to God I read somewhere about the Sun suing him because they slagged him off.
What?
I don't know. Just Google the Sun newspaper and there you go. That's my input. God.
Wow. So basically he's been a prick. Let's be honest. Not even I don't care. Cycling bores me. I don't mind going out on my own mountain bike, but watching people on bikes just bores the crap out of me.
Oh, you're missing out on the Tour de France then. Best time of year.
Boring. No, it's like fucking snooker. That stuff is just depressing. That's just like...
You know what I love about it is the way they try and make it really strategic. Like, oh, he's going to take a break here, then he's going to go for a couple more hours and have a rest here. It's like when they do that in football, where they start saying how strategic the players are in their movements. I bet you they're not thinking that, they're just thinking about kicking
movements.
They're going to play his wife next.
Who's next on the list?
What if he bends over the table? I think he's going for a red ball here. No, it looks like he's going for the blue ball. Wow, he hit the red ball. See, that's what I mean, it's that for like 3 hours straight. Fucking boring.
Some people
Are we talking about golf?
No, that's boring. Because in golf people lean over tables constantly.
I don't know what we're talking about. I weren't paying attention.
Oh, you always say that.
Okay. I ain't finish that sentence.
Yeah, because it's very
rude? I don't give a flying fuck about rude.
Oh yeah, I got XCOM.
Have you?
Yes.
You played it?
Yes. Okay, here's the annoying thing. It doesn't have an auto-save feature. It's really annoying. Because I was playing it last night, and I quickly came off it thinking, oh, it's an auto-save. Launched it back up and had to do the whole tutorial again.
Excuse me.
Then the game crashed halfway through, had to do the tutorial mission a 3rd time, and then it crashed a 4th time, and I can't be bothered to play it again because I don't want to go through that same tutorial mission with the German guy screaming for help.
I just love the guy that's meant to run the whole XCOM unit. He's totally just sits around. I could do this job, as you can clearly see in the tutorial. I can handle this job, but you go do it instead. That's what it seems like. It just seems really. I don't know. The voice acting in it's so cheesy.
I skip it. I just skip the voice acting. I literally skip. I do love the way they have that stereotype Russian scientist woman thing. Exactly. Woman thing.
Oh, hello! We have managed to get. I can't even do the accent for a German woman.
That sounded more
German bloke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Do you know? One thing I was thinking was, do you do the same thing as me, where you start playing a game for a long time? Let's say you haven't played GTA 4 for ages. You play the beginning of GTA 4. you go away from it for a couple of months, come back to it, go to yourself, oh geez, I haven't played this in ages, I better start again. Then play the whole the beginning again, then get bored, then come back to it and do the same thing several times?
Pretty much. My XCOM save, I played XCOM for probably a total of 5 hours, and I enjoy the game, but it's just too long, and I don't get the chance to, so I end up always going back and doing the tutorial bloody again.
That's like me with Skyrim. I have restarted Skyrim 4 or 5 times, and I haven't actually completed it.
I can't get into
I haven't passed level 20 yet.
I played the fuck out of Oblivion, but Skyrim, I couldn't get into. There's something about Skyrim. Like, the world is beautiful design, but it just doesn't have that immersiveness, and the voice acting is also really bad. Oh look, it's snowing over there in the field.
No, they're supposed to be Swedish.
No, they're not Swedish, are they? It's not set in Sweden.
Yeah.
They're all the same.
It's the same voice actor that does the woman in XCOM.
What, who's this Chinese man?
Do you want to hear my Sonic the Hedgehog accent?
Go.
Okay, so go to the field over there. It's exactly the same.
Do a Korean accent.
Yeah, go Gangnam Style.
I don't know. So, yeah, XCOM's a good old game, but it's enjoyable. The same as Skyrim. Skyrim is a good game. I have played it, but it doesn't feel as nice as what's the word I'm looking for? As good.
Okay. Yeah. I was just...
Go
on.
Go on, I forgot what I was going to say now.
Oh, shit. Someone, quickly do something. No?
Turn-based game.
Alright. That sounds very gay.
Yeah, microtransactions.
I didn't really like XCOM because it's turn-based and I don't really...
I used to hate turn-based, but I've always had a soft spot for Civilization, and XCOM feels like a relation to Civilization. Well, it is. It's made by the same people, I believe.
Okay. No.
Yeah, I'm sure it's made by Sid Meier.
What I want to talk about is things in games you're looking forward to seeing. Like, what would you like to see in the new GTA?
Bicycles.
Bicycles?
Yeah.
Why bicycles?
Oh, yeah.
We'll do one at a time. Why bicycles?
Oh, I don't know, man. It's just... Oh, really? I think they should bring them back, because...
Did you ever guys do the same thing I tried to do? And see if a bicycle blows up when it's upside down?
What?
What, did you touch the cat?
Yeah, I used to do that all the time. Try and see if the bicycle blows up.
The chance of bicycles being in the new San Andreas is quite high.
Yeah, because I saw there's an advert, or during the actual trailer of it, it shows several people on bicycles.
It's still set around Vinewood, I think, or the ghetto, sort of Los Santos, so that should have it.
Yeah.
I think my personal thing has to be the saving of cars.
Saving of cars? What?
Not the same.
Oh, in the garage.
Yeah, I want there to be a better garage system, because I think they need to copy Saints Row's free system of storing cars, fucking saving cars, of storing cars, because if you had to park your car on that little space and you can only fit one car, and one of the things that they had in San Andreas was the customization of a car, where you can put turbo on it, paint it, and then when they brought out all the other GTAs, they've just thrown that all away, and I thought that'd be a brilliant aspect to keep in still.
Yeah.
You know, I'll be disappointed.
But they went from San Andreas, which was realistic, well not realistic, but slash gimmicky. And with the design of GTA 4, they wanted to have it more serious, more gritty. So that's why you find a lot of the gimmicky stuff probably come out of San Andreas to go to Liberty City.
No, but in GTA, in what one are you talking about? Number 4 mostly.
GTA 4 was where it was a bit more serious than
San. Yeah, like we was talking last time, it being all like grimy and weather.
Dirty.
And no, I think it's you in the storyline. You get to a point where you own. I know you don't own. You're in a big, huge building. You got a penthouse. Why couldn't they add it in then when you have a penthouse? You know, because you've been playing the game for so long. Why not add another fresh layer of something when you get to a certain point?
because you had the really cool parking spaces outside your door. I'll be honest with you, that wasn't such a big issue for me because a car never lasted me long enough to want to keep it. I just drove into for example, what was his name? Nico? Quickly pull over and pick this guy up. I just plough the car into him. I didn't care. It's a game at the end of the day. I used to deliberately crash so I can come flying out the windscreen and then just arrive in style.
I bet everyone did that. I tried it. So my favourite one was when you didn't have a roof, and if you turn too sharply, he flies out the car.
I used to love getting the big vehicles like the dumpster trucks, driving at full speed into another car, and they come flying out of their windscreen. And that was my way of getting at people, just keep colliding into them.
One thing I noticed thinking about this, there's not many games coming out this year that I can think of right off the top of my head.
Not yet. You got to keep in mind that because they've got the new
next
generation of consoles. Yeah, because you've got to work out the publishers and stuff. They're not going to turn around and say, "Oh, we've got a game coming out. What's it coming out on?" We can't say yet. They'll keep it strum. Your E3 will be a massive burst of new games, hopefully.
A lot of people are looking forward to Bioshock Infinite.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not going to be on the next gen, isn't it? It's just going to be on the
Xbox, PC, and PS3.
Well, I think we all agree that PC is the best, depending on your hardware, isn't it?
Yeah, well, PC is always the best platform for graphics as long as you've got the hardware.
Consoles have their upsides, though.
I read an article about the PlayStation 3, and that it's going to be better than PC hardware-wise. The
PlayStation 4, do you mean?
Yeah, sorry, that's what I meant. I meant PlayStation.
No, I heard that they were just the Xbox and the PlayStation 4 are both going to be off-the-shelf hardware, so it's not going to be none of this stuff that's been developed specifically. Or maybe Sony might throw in a special gimmick like they've done on they had the cell processor.
What do you mean by off-the-shelf?
Well, basically, the new Xbox and the PS4, supposedly the hardware is just purchased hardware, whereas normally they get like special deals for like Nvidia to build a special type of graphics card for the Xbox. They haven't done that this time. They've just done completely stuff. That's the one I was looking for. Yeah. Whereas now it just seems like apparently they're going completely off the shelf.
Yeah.
Which,
one of the things which I don't get is the point in the PlayStation 4, because the PlayStation 4 PlayStation in general is not that old. PlayStation 3, sorry, I'm getting the words complete start.
It's the same age. It's not far off the same age as the Xbox, though.
No, it's a year younger.
Is it a year difference?
Not even a year, almost a year.
So apparently on the 20th, there's a conference that they've said, Sony mentioned something about the future of the PlayStation. They're going to announce something on the 20th of this month.
Yeah, I heard that.
Oh, yeah.
I'd probably be a new fucking controller and not an actual console.
The concept of the new controller looks shite.
Yeah. Pretty sad how
have they moved the analog sticks?
I don't know.
Pretty much kept them the same.
I'm waiting for Connor to fucking answer the question, and he's just...
No, because I didn't know you were aiming it at me, but no, they haven't. God. The analog sticks are in the exact same place.
Oh, okay, because if you ever play PlayStation 3, my thumbs sometimes lock. Do you ever get that? No, I get that. That's just me. Because when I'm playing, my thumb locks, and I have to like stretch my thumb in a different position or something just to make it move again, basically.
I have to admit, my thumbs do tend to hurt after a while. Like, I was playing Metal Gear Solid 4 for like 8 hours straight, and at the end of it, my thumbs did seem to hurt a little bit.
That's
but more the
campaign. Jesus.
That was, I just had a day of, fuck it, let's do some Metal Gear Solid 4, and yeah.
Day to 2 days.
That's all that went.
Yeah, because on release, Connor actually came round and we just set up. The wife went to bed and we were just sitting there playing it constantly until about 2-3 in the morning. I had to take him home. But yeah, the controller, I've always thought the Xbox controller is more, is it the term ergonomic?
It's more friendly.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah. I don't particularly like the R2 and the L2 on the PS3 controllers.
No,
because
they're not.
Yeah, they feel a bit flimsy.
I've always
playing
a layout of PS controller.
See,
everyone went quiet just to read the Skype chat. Might as well just read it out loud.
I remember playing.
No, the The Xbox could come out with no control. It'd be purely Kinect only. That'd be fun.
Oh yeah, have you seen this new thing called?
I was joking.
No. Oh, no, seeing you're just talking about, because I was thinking of Kinect. They're bringing out a thing called, it's like a projector. Have you heard of this?
No.
It's basically...
Oh, Aluminum.
That's it.
They play. It's essentially just using your screen as a centre. They're trying to highlight a whole wall with your screen.
Basically, the whole of your room, like, if you're playing and it's snowing, the whole of your room, you'll see snow falling down, because it projects it out. So, like, if you're running down a corridor in first person, the actual corridor will be on your walls instead of on the TV screen. Which means
That'd be good.
you're fucked if you've got an epileptic, you know.
A what?
If you're an epileptic, you can't play this.
A what, sorry? A what?
You're like, do you know what an epileptic is? It isn't deaf, you know.
I know what an epileptic is. It's the way you went I can't even say it how you said it.
Epileptic.
You said something eclectic initially.
Oh no, your mic's messing up probably. Yeah, it must be that. Oh man.
But yeah, did you hear the news today about the Hitman film? They're going to remake the Hitman film.
A very odd actor as choice.
Yeah, the Fast and Furious geezer, that Paul Walker.
What? Walker.
Yeah, work that out. That's going to be bad.
Johnny Depp. Need Johnny Depp.
Why?
Johnny Depp in it.
Yeah, he can be a good hitman.
I don't know why. Someone's just suggested he'd be very good at it. I can't see that at all. I honestly think the actor, the voice actor, should play him. Because he is an actor as well.
Well, he's the original design.
As you can see when you watch Yogscast, like they do an interview with the bloke, and I think it's the actual voice actor who plays... Because they have a sort of hitman cameo, trying to make it seem real. Have you seen it?
Yeah, is that where he puts the beard on and he's completely...
Yeah, he tries to pretend to be Simon.
But even down to his mannerisms, like there's an interview he did with IRI or someone, and he was sitting there and he was talking to the crowd, but he portrays himself in a very sort of odd manner, and that's perfect because that's how the character is. The character seems very... If you've played the other Hitman games, as he talks to another person, he seems very socially awkward, and that is perfect because it shows that he's not a normal man.
Hitman's more socially awkward to the point where he doesn't speak.
He does speak, but it's literally straight to the point. Like, I need to use the bathroom.
Or I'm still asleep.
No, that was Metal Gear Con. But, no, yeah, so Paul Walker expects the Hitman Fast and Furious. Brilliant. Cars, naked women, perfect.
Vin Diesel.
I was going to say, do you know something really typical has happened straight away, which I was talking to you guys the other day, was, you know I was going on about how the Resident Evil series goes from survival horror, shooter...
They're apparently restarting it, isn't they?
Are they?
They're apparently going back to its roots and making it like the originals. At least that's what I've heard.
Yeah. No, my point is it went from a survival horror where you're walking around a room hearing, you know, everyone knows that famous creepy door animation where you slowly open.
Yeah.
You know, that was a survival horror. Now it's just give me a gun with loads of bullets and let me shoot as many zombies that come on the screen. Now, Dead Space. What I've done recently is I played the Dead Space 1 and Dead Space 2 back to back for Dead Space 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Playing Dead Space 1 is the best than Dead Space 2.
There's no horror in Dead Space 3, you know that?
Yeah, I know, that's annoyed me straight away. They've basically gone from Dead Space 1, a very scary game...
But apparently it's still a brilliant game.
It's still a brilliant game, but that isn't the core of the game. The original point of the game was to be scary. You know,
I have to admit, I've never played it. I've played the demo. It was one of the first demos I downloaded on the Xbox, and it was one of the demos that you'd play, and then at the end of it, you'd think, "What the fuck?" Then what they called the bad people. After gunning one down, he snaps in two and then climbs out. I just thought, this is fucking sick. In a good way.
No, do you know how they got the idea for necromorphs? How they created them?
It looks very similar to The Thing.
No, they looked at car crash victim pictures. That's how they made all the gore and that in Dead Space.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. No, but my point is that the first one was the best one still, because it actually made you jump. Plus, something I noticed is it took me near 8-9 hours to complete the campaign. I'm playing Dead Space 2, which I haven't completed yet, and I'm over halfway, and I've only been playing it for 4 hours. It's because of multiplayer. There is no need to have a Dead Space 2 multiplayer. Plus, the multiplayer on Dead Space 2 was crap anyway. If they just get to the core of the single player, make it scary, done. There we go.
They see multiplayer as a money-making service now.
They all do now because of Call of Duty.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's just
Battlefield.
I mean, yeah, I very rarely. If I buy a game for a single-player reason, I will play it for the single player. I'm not going to. Oh, this multiplayer. This will be fun.
Yeah.
I mean, even Splinter Cell. I mean, I loved the Splinter. I went off them, but Splinter Cell Conviction was a brilliant game.
Yes.
But the multiplayer concept to it was, apart from the co-op, which made sense. But I don't know if it was Conviction or Double Agent. They had a versus mode. And it seemed pretty stupid.
Double Agent was the worst.
Yeah, it was. Maybe I have to admit I played it. It was fun for a little while, but in hindsight, it was very stupid. But they're doing it with everything now. Speaking of which, the Hitman HD collection.
Oh.
What the fuck are they talking? What the biggest hate I've got is that's not PC. The original Hitman was PC. Well, it's not, is it? It's console release.
Is it?
Yeah,
the HD collection's console release.
I've got all of them on my PC anyway, from Steam. Well, I only got them when they was on sale, so I don't see the point.
Yeah, well, yeah, some of us have problems running them.
Just
A laptop.
No, fuck off. No, one of my mates, he's having difficulty running these, and I don't know, and it would have been nice to see the HD side. But yeah,
yeah, we're all typing and Skype to each other, trying to be secretive, but you can tell from some Kyle's that he's reading something, because all you can hear him go is yeah. I just spell that again. You know,
when the message is coming through.
Oh man, no. But I think I can't play the old Hitmans though. They're too old. The one thing I can't stand is Hitman Silent Assassin. When you're in stealth mode and you try to kill someone with the fiber wire, it's such a fucking challenge. It's so hard just to fiber wire one bloody dude.
One of my favourite levels is on that whole you walk into the bank.
I haven't got that far.
Disguised. That is one of my best levels. That one and Traditions of the Trade. They had it in contracts, but it was from the original. It was a hotel.
Yeah.
The hotel one. It was on the original Hitman game, Codename 47, but they remade it in contracts. Them two are my utmost favourite. I've replayed them dozens of times. Trying to do a different way.
The only Hitman I've played through and through is Blood Money. I think Blood Money is the best.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, Absolution was good. Absolution would have been better if it wasn't a Hitman game.
I think no. It's the first Hitman game where I might be wrong when doing this. It's storyline based.
Yeah, it feels too.
The storyline based to it. I liked being told, right, you got this guy. This is where he's going to be. He's going to be in a hotel room. You go and kill him, and you do it however you want. That is Hitman, not this find this girl, chase her, say, oh, I found you, then lose her again. And
this man's upset you, so you want to get revenge.
Yeah, that's not the point of Hitman, because he's not emotionally attached to anything. His job is to generally just go in, you know.
No, they always played with the slight emotional attachment between him and Diana.
The one thing which, because I think people love the famous Hitman attitude. I read the Hitman book called Hitman Damnation, which is supposed to be... I haven't read that yet. I read the whole bit of that book, and one of the things I didn't like about it, because this was actually a prequel to Absolution, was in the book, they made him a drug addict. It was really annoying, and they made him too human in the book.
I just imagine, I'll kill your friends for crack. It just doesn't. What's wrong? When was that set then? So when was that set?
What, Damnation?
Yeah.
Before the actual Absolution, like a couple of weeks before.
No, that's pathetic.
Because what happens is the beginning of the Damnation book, he's doing a mission with Diana, and then Diana suddenly cuts and runs on him, and he tries to hunt her down, and at the end of the book they find out the location, which moves on to the first mission of Absolution.
It sounds a bit daft, personally.
No, it was like the way that the first thing is he's going to assassinate this man on a yacht, and the way it describes it is Hitman goes to himself, I'm hungry. Oh, there's so much food to him. I'm going to sit down and eat food. Oh, that tastes very good mixed with that. You know, and it was just like, what the fuck? They're complimenting food with wine. Get to the fucking assassination. It made him too human. You know.
Yeah. You want to have that little spark of emotion, but you want to keep it at that.
Not the where there's like 4 pages of him talking about food. And it's like, my favourite line was I'm a little bit stuffed from the food. I hope I'm 100% operational. Like, what?
I can imagine the game, Codename 47 Food Critic.
Yeah, I didn't. I love.
There's a hair in my food. It'd just fucking be bad. It'd be like Hell's Kitchen with Codename 47.
But it was like, if he's supposed to be the best assassin, even in the book he was doing amateur moves. Like there was this bit where he stole a hotel uniform, and instead of killing the guy and tying him up, he just left him in someone else's room. So when he got discovered, the guy would go, oh, I got smashed in the head by this bald man. Oh, he did this to me, that to me. And it's like, well, that wouldn't be a Hitman thing, would it? Just
no, I have to admit, what game was it? I think it's Blood Money, where I have knocked someone out, took their clothes, and they can be woken up, can't they? So I'm walking along in some sort, I can't think what costume it was, I'm walking along in a costume, suddenly you've got this half-naked man run past you and guards start panicking. So that has happened in game, but it isn't the profession. That's not Agent 47's decision, that was mine.
No, that was like when then it was the Saints trailer, and he was covered in blood and scars, and I was thinking, Jesus, he must not be that good of assassin, because if he was a silent assassin, he shouldn't have any blood or scars on him.
Sorry, I didn't realise you're from the assassin accreditation.
I'm speaking from a technical...
That's not very good. I think we should demote him. But no, I mean, you got to keep in mind, if you want to go in the canon, you keep in mind that he's probably getting older. He looks older, doesn't he? So.
Oh yeah, it does say that a lot in the book about how old he is, and that he's probably in his late 40s or something.
He's going to go the Solid Snake route next.
Yeah, he's going to come in with a huge...
Back in my day, we shot people in the face.
And then we stole their clothes and put them in the hamper baskets.
Okay, Grandad, just shut up now. No, you don't understand. I like to use the bathroom. It's good when they add age into games because it explains the characters, but it's sometimes no. I don't really want to. I want to continue playing Hitman games for a long time. I don't want to end up. You know what they might do actually? They might try and kill him off and make Victoria the new assassin, the girl you saved.
You completed it.
Yes.
Spoilers, I thought.
It's been out for ages. It's kind of a person's fault, you know, if they haven't heard of it or played it, or if they're not interested.
Like, there's some bloke out there who listens to this. He's just been really busy with work. Finally gets to play it. Decides to watch this just before playing it, and you just tell him to fucking
like he'll fucking watch this just before playing it.
So listen.
Yeah. Oh.
Breaking news, but it might not actually affect, you probably won't even know what I'm talking about, but anyone that listens to this is a developer. Microsoft are withdrawing support for the XNA Game Network, the game studio, which is a big pain in the bum because it seemed like the best way of connecting to a DirectX sort of framework, whereas now they're going back, basically for the new release of the consoles, they want to do it harder, which don't make sense because new...
What do you mean by harder?
Well, the way it used to work, I'm talking not from experience, but before XNA Game Studio, if you wanted to code a 3D or 2D game, you would have to hook into the DirectX API.
Yeah.
Which is a lot more complicated. It's a very complicated API to use. So the Microsoft turned around with a new thing. When they got the Xbox, they turned around and said, we want game development to be easy, or easy, good for indie developers, good for newcomers. So they created the XNA Game Studio, which is a brilliant API. Anyone can use it if you understand the language. Now they've turned around and said they supported it for ages. They got I think you can even get it on the Xbox. You can download the app and release games on a lot of games on the arcade are made using this.
Yeah.
They supported it. Now they've turned around and said, actually no, we don't want to use it anymore. We want people to use the DirectX API. Personally, I think what they're planning on doing is they've got another API they're going to release with the new system, but I don't know. I mean, it's going to affect a lot of new developers in the world, and you'll notice. Truthfully, you'll probably get less crap games on the arcade, Xbox Live Arcade.
Well, like Luca the Cat.
Who?
No, carry on.
So basically, excuse me, anyone that does any XNA development, I'd advise you to either learn DirectX or jump over to Monogame. But the good thing with Monogame, you can use Linux, and that would be perfect for the Linux, the Steambox, whatever they want to call it, the Piston.
Or Oya's, the Linux.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
No, that's Android com.
I thought it was Linux.
No. Oh yeah is an Android box. It's meant to be a tiny console, like the Steambox, but for Android, and it's meant to promote developers. But that's narrowly probably going to attract Java developers, and Java is poo.
DirectX is pretty much future-proof, isn't it?
Pretty much. They're always working on DirectX. OpenGL is easy to use.
Graphics designed around DirectX.
Every graphics card primarily uses DirectX as an inlet, and games are developed on DirectX. But you're looking at Monogame. Yeah, sorry, what was it again? Oh, you've lost me now. Sorry.
I got too technical.
The Piston is a Linux-based system. Well, one of. Apparently they're releasing, I don't know if you've seen, but Valve are basically give it out to loads of manufacturers to develop loads of different types of Steam boxes for now. And whatever's the best one, they're going to proprietarily say is theirs. But the cost, the average cost, I've jumped subject here to the Piston, but that's going to be $999, almost $1,000 for a mini PC on your computer or your telly.
Fucking hell.
Which is, in my opinion, crap at a price. But anyway, yeah, so Microsoft have killed something that's very useful. DirectX, they want people to use. I honestly believe they're going to release a new API when the new console comes out. They're going to turn and say, quick, come to our system, you can develop using this new version. But anyone that does own any XNA systems, yeah, port over to Monogame, personally. Anyway, that was a bit of development news. I've quieted everyone now, so haha. Let's talk about porn.
No, Johnny Depp.
Why not think about upcoming games?
Well, we can't because it's E3, isn't it? We've got 8.
So I would like to see, what games would you like, or games or characters would you like to see come back in the next generation? Some are guaranteed to be killed off. Yes, I have not played it, but I've seen clips of this last fella, and it is a brilliant character.
In all honesty, you never actually see him die. You just start going batshit crazy and think you've killed him.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping they'll bring out, like, Far Cry 4, and it'll be Vass as the main character or something. But but here's the thing. Every time there's been a new Far Cry, there's never been an actual continuous in the storyline.
There's no continuity between the games.
Yeah, there's just... What's the point in naming them, in a sense?
There's always a Japanese fighter plane in the woods. There's no characters to carry it. It's really unusual. I don't think there was a Japanese fighter plane in Africa. That would be disturbing, but yeah. What game would you like to see come back? Or franchise?
I want the original Metal Gear Solid redone in H. Not redone, just basically redone from the ground up.
Where are you talking about? The original MGs?
No, Metal Gear 1. Metal Gear 1.
Metal Gear Solid 1, because HD only had snaky arts and...
No, I'm not talking the HD version, because I'm talking straight from scratch. All the original factors as well. Not reimagining, exactly the same, but maybe a little bit tweaks now here and there.
Then again, you can't really ask for anything from them because they're currently focused on Ground Zeroes and Phantom Pain.
Phantom Pain?
No, I'm not going to call them up tomorrow and ask them to do it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying that would be one of the best things to see.
Oh, yeah, to get there somewhere.
Sorry to break the porn part.
But I mean, if they remade it in 3D, in high quality, the amount of money they'd make off it.
I don't know. I don't think they would because I'm a massive Metal Gear fan myself, but I don't know if they release a new version if I'm going to sit there and play the same game again.
And Metal Gear console specific, isn't it? It's only on PS3.
No. I believe Metal Gear Solid, the first one, did have a PC release because I had the demo I downloaded at school all those years ago.
Although I know Kyle is refusing to accept it as one, Metal Gear Rising is on the Xbox.
Metal Gear what?
That ain't Metal Gear. That ain't Metal Gear.
It has the box. I can't.
That's Fruit Ninja with robots.
It's got the same voice actor, but doesn't mean nothing. It's like, I hate the fact they've added in this, like, the stealth element to it and the typical radar as well. You know, like the yellow, red lines that come up when you're in a caution mode and alert mode.
Yeah.
And the music, I don't like that.
No, I suppose at the end of the day it is a Metal Gear, obviously it's in the name, but it's not a Metal Gear Solid. I'm a massive Metal Gear Solid fan, but Metal Gear Rising is just like I said just now, it's basically Fruit Ninja.
No, but that is a fact, just because it says Metal Gear.
It's fun in its own regard.
Bayonet.
Yeah, possibly.
No, it's like with Call of Duties. Treyarch did a Call of Duty, crap, then Infinity Ward does it, very good. And that's
What? Whoa.
Call of Duty is nothing that should be brought into.
No. We can bring this in, but let's get one thing right. Treyarch do a better job than Infinity Ward.
No, they don't.
Modern Combat.
No, they don't.
It's too cheesy.
No.
Whereas at least Black Ops, I found Black Ops story, the original Black Ops, the story was so well done. It was perfectly made. Modern Warfare was crap. It was just...
No.
It was too...
I
don't know.
Call of Duty 4 by... I've just said the company name, I totally forgot.
Treyarch or Infinity Ward?
Yeah, no, Infinity Ward.
Yeah.
That is what started gaming.
That
online.
was
More online gaming, but
Actually,
whenever you say to someone, what was the most game you've ever played online, it's always that game.
Call of Duty.
Probably a few exceptions here and there, but everyone you know who's a gamer has played that game constantly online.
When I say constantly, I would say at least once.
Yeah, I wouldn't say constantly. I've played it now and again, but...
Ollie, how many hours did we play it? Come on.
Oh, that was at least every day after school, nearly.
Exactly. The amount of hours we did on that.
Yeah, but then, you know, we didn't play it all the time, because then I remember you introduced me to Resident Evil, was it 5? Yeah. So then we played a bit of that, and then there was other games as well, like Dead Rising.
You're making me feel old.
Yeah. What else was
You
it?
came home from school to play Call of Duty.
No, it's like one of those things, like, when the school ended, like, oh yeah, see you later on Call of Duty.
I used to go and play Unreal Tournament or
I
Doom.
cannot stand that game.
What?
I don't like Unreal Tournament or Doom.
I do like...
What?
What was the recent one that came out?
What?
Unreal Tournament 3?
I didn't really like that one. I remember playing. I think it was either the first or the second one on PC.
You may dislike them now, but keep in mind that years ago, when that was what we had...
Back in the day.
That is what so we had to put up with it.
At school, we all downloaded a demo for that.
Back in the day when Carl ran his PC with a fan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but we had the IT room, and there was probably about 30 computers in there. After school, there was probably 15, 20 of us that all had a dodgy demo downloaded for Unreal Tournament and Doom, and we'd play like this mass LAN game, and that was brilliant. That was the first time I'd ever played a game on a massive scale. Well, massive, say 16, 20 players, but it was brilliant. It was just, I don't know, I've got a lot of nostalgia for that. And the engines, I can't, from a developer's perspective, those engines are lovely. They're really well developed engines. But anyway, yeah.
I remember going from after school around yours, seeing your computer with a fan pointed at it, being amazed that it wasn't fucking melting.
I had a real fan. That's the thing. Back in the day, on my that was only a 4 gig hard drive, I think it was a 233 megahertz processor, GeForce 4 MX 440. It was, yeah, and I think I only had about 64 meg or 128 meg of RAM. That was how I rolled. You kids nowadays with your terabyte hard drives.
2 terabytes.
Oh, here we go. You just compensate for small cocks.
It must be when I buy hardware offline. I must sit there and compare the two and start crying. Jesus Christ, man.
Right, that's completely thrown me off.
Hey, he started it. My legs hurt.
So, yeah.
You know, gaming-wise, there really isn't that much to talk about. It's so the beginning of the year that...
E3, that would be the time that we could probably all bring up games, because that is when I can see a lot of things coming out. Hopefully Nintendo die here.
You know, I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
Nintendo will give us gaming as handheld consoles.
Yeah, I'm not getting... I cannot stand Nintendo games.
Because I'm the only one here actually enjoys playing Pokemon on the console. Handheld console.
Wait, no, we'll bleep that bit out so people don't hear that. Pokemon.
I like it.
I will admit, I got nostalgia for Nintendo, things like Mario and Zelda.
It gives me the cringe.
Yeah, but you're a slag. You were brought up past Nintendo level. You were brought up on fucking PlayStation and that.
I would just like to point out that the best game of all time is Starwing/Star Fox Spinner's Country.
Yes, I love you.
Yeah, best game ever.
Motherfuckers.
I'll throw in a do a barrel roll meme, but I'm not gonna. But that game was brilliant. That was just even down to that was the first 3D game I played.
First 3D game.
Yeah, it was phenomenal. I remember playing, thinking at the graphics, thinking this is so real.
I've still got
flying a polygon.
I've still got my SNES just for that game, because every now and again I get withdrawal symptoms and have to play it.
Oh, I've got an emulator on my PC and I've got that on there. But it's just down to the voices and everything was so bad, but it was brilliant.
It was brilliant.
But actually, I think that gets I award that. That is, yeah. I always remember it Star Wing. The Americans always known it as Star Fox, didn't they?
Star Fox.
Oh, I actually just completely forgot about a game that I want to get. The Lara Croft game.
Tomb Raider.
Yeah. New one.
I played that at that Eurogamer convention, and it was alright. It just. I don't know. I'm not into third-person platforms. It takes a lot for me to get into them, and it just felt too much like a general platformer with bow and arrows.
The original ones.
Yeah, who didn't?
No, that's not.
But I mean, when you shoot the old man.
That was all I did. I just didn't mention it.
When you got cubes in the freezer.
Yeah. That is a good dimension in half, isn't it?
Yeah.
Looking cubes in the freezer.
Yeah.
Nah, there was also didn't there used to be like a maze in there?
Maze?
Hedge maze. I meant
Yeah.
There used to be a hedge maze, and you would if you got through it, you found something useful. I can't remember what it was.
I remember there was this. I don't know if it was an April Fool's or something, but it went round on in gaming magazines and stuff about if you do this certain thing, you'd unlock a hidden area, and everyone had done it. I remember myself trying to do. I can't remember what it was. It was in the mansion. I think it's near the swimming pool thing.
I remember
saying you had to dive at a certain point, and you never unlocked anything. You just kept trying until eventually I grew up and realised that was a load of bollocks.
But that was the way old games used to be. You just kept trying and dying.
You know, I was told something similar. I was told that if number 2 was all about that dragon sword and stab yourself, you turn into a dragon.
What?
Yeah.
I was told that if you do a button like X X Y Y whatever, look, she actually stabs herself and turns herself into a dragon. I was actually told that by someone. So clearly not true, but that'd be very cool if you could just stab yourself on it and turn into a dragon.
A tad off subject, but okay.
I used to love the fact that you'd shoot Jeeves and he'd always manage to use that tray as a bulletproof protector. It was you could unload like 150 rounds into this thin little piece of tin, and yeah, you could gun him down with an Uzi and it'd just be, I can defend myself. Why couldn't she walk around with that tray all through the game? You would have won.
It's like one of the things I did notice is the boss battles didn't make sense on Lara Croft. Tomb Raider, the original Tomb Raiders. Do you remember Tomb Raider 3?
I remember the game. Is that the one with the Great Wall of China?
No, that was 2. Number 3 was the one where you were in a jungle.
Oh, in Italy. No, you go to Venice, Italy as well. You've got the gondola level.
Yeah, that's 2.
Oh, I remember 2 very well. I can't remember 3.
Number 3 is when you're in the jungle and you meet this guy who starts talking to himself about a temple, right? And then he runs away and it's like, okay then. So then you come back to him later on, and for some reason you're having a boss battle with him, but not explaining why you're having a boss battle with him.
Which one had the dinosaurs in? I remember getting stuck on
One had the dinosaurs. And 3 had dinosaurs, actually.
Yeah, I think it was 3. I got stuck on the dinosaur one. Oh my fucking head.
Kyle.
Hello.
You know how you didn't really care for Devil May Cry, like the originals?
Yeah.
The newest one I think would actually pique your interest. His story has more, like, instead of going overkill where he can take a sword to the chest and he'll pretty much be fine.
Oh, is this the new one, obviously?
Yeah, DMC. In DMC...
Your soul with light!
Shut up.
I don't know. Say that again.
Anyway, it's a reference to it.
In DMC, he's not as cocky. He is cocky, but
he's very depressive.
No, he ain't.
Do you know what? I played the first Devil May Cry. I rented it from Blockbuster, and I come back and I played that for a good while. I loved the fact that I just loved to go in and just shoot loads of stuff, but there was no story to me. It was nothing great, so I sort of. It's my fault really. I've tied it with the same brush the whole series, and after watching clips, I'm not a massive anime fan, and it seems very anime orientated, and it's not my cup of tea.
Wait.
No, new one
is more anime.
What?
Metal Gear
Because
Solid.
of Becca.
Yeah, but I can overlook some of that.
You can overlook the giant, like, Metal Gear Rex and that.
Yeah, what?
Sword.
Excuse me, you can have giant robots that are non-anime. Look at Transformers.
No, but that's cartoon.
No, they did a film as well, didn't they? Fox.
No, but Metal Gear Solid is very anime.
Sci-fi.
Yeah.
It is and it isn't. It's a Japanese developer, so it's going to have hints, traces of it. I mean, you can't fault it, but it's... Maybe if it has got anime elements, but I really enjoy it. Whereas the mythological side of anime, I don't like. I can't stand that.
Yeah, I don't like anime at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, Metal Gear had a military-based...
I like it.
Yeah, I'm not faulting you. Everyone likes their own thing, but they're just... It's never been my cup of tea.
He is faulting you, he's just lying.
No, I'm not faulting him.
Got to say it's his brother.
What's I looking for? I can say what I like, fuck it. Oh, another game coming out, Crisis 3.
No, not interested.
It doesn't look...
Crisis,
Jesus, clearly run Crisis 1.
The same.
Crisis is for the hardcore PC gamers, but it's a benchmark for your graphics card.
It is basically a benchmark with a story. It's the only way this word benchmark this game. It's 3D Mark, but with guns and...
It is.
Yeah. Which is a shame, because Far Cry comes from the same origin, descendant from it. It's originally from that group, but Far Cry 3's gone a completely different route because of different developer now. They've done perfect on that, whereas Crysis just looks. I've got a robot suit. It's typical.
Crisis, I don't like the storyline. The storyline I think is crap, where the suit turns him into the other guy in the storyline. Because you're originally called someone called Alcatraz, who put the suit on when he doesn't really want to, and he somehow turns into a mixed breed of Alcatrazian, whatever the other guy's name is. What's the other guy's name?
Prophet.
Alcatrazi Prophet.
Alcatrazi Prophet. So I'd love. The only thing I would like to see. One of my favourite characters from the original Crisis that wasn't in 2 was Psycho, the English one.
Yeah.
It was so much like Jason Statham. It was a brilliant character. I'd love to see that one return. I think he does return in 3.
He just disappears from the face of the earth, you know.
But again, it's still Crisis, and it's this power suit shit is really starting to get on my nerves.
But Nomad, it's to him.
No, yeah, but Carl.
I think.
No, wait, I don't know if that counts.
He got the AIDS.
He got the AIDS.
Does Dead Space's suit count as power suit?
It's a sci-fi game, so no. If it's set in the future, And it's not, I don't know, I can't really criticise Dead Space, but Halo, I do enjoy the Halo games and the universe of Halo I like, but the power suit thing is getting a bit stretched out now. I like, they sort of defend themselves because the Spartan Mark IIs, without the suit, are strong, big fuckers. They're genetically modified and mechanically modified. But
the suit is
things like
essentially an add-on for him.
Yeah, whereas Crisis, it uses the scenario of we're just general soldiers, but we've got super suits, and that annoys me. You just go down the Duke Nukem route of just shooting everything and not being shot.
With Halo, it's just got such a big following of fanboys that just want to jump online and play it online. They don't care about the story. They just want to blow each other up.
No. Halo 4 had amazing cinematics for the storyline, and it had a really good storyline to it.
Last Halo I played was Halo 2, but Halo 1, I played that so much and repeated the same thing over and over. I just loved it. I loved it had an open worldishness to it. They sort of got more linear down each iteration of the game, become more linear, and that sort of upset me. Not upset me, I didn't cry. It's a bit disappointing, I have to admit. But the multiplayer aspect of Halo has always pissed me off. That you jump on a game, you get 12-year-olds screaming, "I shot you in the face!"
They all switch over to COD once COD comes out.
And the fact that it had different endings depending on which version you bought, I thought that was a bit naff.
No. There weren't any different endings of which version. It's just there was an extended ending if you completed the game on Legendary.
Yeah,
how much extended was it?
It was only a few minutes.
Yeah, but it was like a lot of story.
See his face a little bit.
Oh no, that's Halo 4.
Oh, I thought you were talking about.
No, 3.
So that wasn't much extended. That was extended by like 2 milliseconds. The camera pans up a little bit more. But
Shit.
Halo.
Sneeze.
Yeah, Halo Sneeze. I don't know.
The Halo universe's story is good.
It's brilliant, and I like the Fallen Onto Dawn cinematic thing they did up to the release of Halo 4 was brilliant. I was watching it like it was a TV show. That would make an excellent show. And it's better than Star Wars.
Yep. I mean, you had never seen it, so.
I've seen Star Wars. I fell asleep during both. I'll probably upset people now, but I just don't like that.
Bridge waiting for some time to jump in.
We've got laser swords yet. We're living in a little tent in the desert.
Oh no, wait, Carl. There's also a long
there's poor people.
Very, very far in the future.
Poor people with laser swords. Surely you'd sell your laser sword for money. And
They don't have a laser sword. You clearly haven't watched it.
Well, I fell asleep. They've got really fast.
I know saying about crystals. That's about as much as I know about it.
Yeah,
so anyway, Star Wars sucks balls.
Whoa.
What?
Star Wars the game.
You have just crossed the line, motherfucker.
Star Wars the series, the whole genre. I don't. What?
Don't. You can't.
I love the noise he's making. He's got
his own ringtones.
Oh.
He's got his own customised ringtone.
You know what? I have to admit, I'm not neither a massive Star Wars fan or a massive Star Trek fan, but I prefer Star Trek over Star Wars because Star Trek has a logical belief to it. You could say. No. If you
Star Trek has William Shatner, not
logical.
Stargate.
William fucking Shatner. That's what I mean. It wins. William fucking Shatner and Jean-Luc fucking Picard.
Shatner. What fucking name?
What else can you get? Them both captains are bit bollocks. Anyway, but Gene Roddenberry, what I like about his stuff is everything that he's created, it has an engineering sort of background. It has a logical approach. If we found some,
you only watch it because it makes sense to you. Not that
watch it
good.
No, I like the characters. Like if the new Star Trek film done by J.J. Abrams, I love the Kirk character he's done, and that younger guy. I think it's so comical.
They've all got awesome names. J.J. Abrams, Captain Jean-Luc Picard, James Tiberius Kirk. Their names really tough.
What the fuck?
It's a man name.
Yeah.
How comes like not the average person has got a name like that?
Anakin
because you were called
Ben Kenobi.
I'm not about you, but I don't know anyone called Ben Kenobi.
Ben Kenobi, that would be a brilliant one, wouldn't it?
Have you heard of the Star Wars religion?
Yeah, the Jedi thing, if you voted. It was on the UK, I think it was on the UK census. If you had more than 10,000 followers, it has to become a religion.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. But
I would sign up for that religion. Who wouldn't?
Exempt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even better.
oh, speaking of films, remaking RoboCop.
Oh, yeah.
Do people
His
here
suit
know what
looks
RoboCop
shite.
is? It looks like Crisis.
Cheesy.
It looks like fucking
No,
Crisis.
Mike, you ain't seen the new suit. The new suit looks shite.
Think of the Crisis suit painted black, and you've got the new RoboCop suit. Basically, yeah, it doesn't look good. And it's going to be one of those. It's going to be like Transformers. It's going to be a really gritty sort of. There's not going to be that cheesy humour like they had. It's going to be so fucking serious.
But I don't like cheesy humour.
There is one other thing coming out, Carl.
It's like
For that
Batman.
TV series.
Hang on, what was it, Ollie?
It was like Batman without a cape, or cross with eyes for some reason.
Jeez, Batman without a cape. That would just be disgusting.
No, I don't like that new suit.
It don't.
What about that one?
Did you actually send it? I'll have a look.
Robo Parsnip. That's excellent.
That new suit looks...
Oh, that is phenomenal. The Robo Parsnip.
Part roots crop, part machine, or cop.
yeah, that is better than the new Robocop suit.
Wait, what's the new RoboCop thing like? Let me have a look.
I know. Yeah, it does look a bit like Iron Man as well.
It just
Oh my
it's not-
days! Yeah, you're right. Batman thing.
What was it they were supposed to be doing with Robocop? Wasn't it supposed to be that he ain't actually... Like, he's shown his arm or something that's human still?
His hands. He's
Yeah.
got gloves on. Because in the original he gets shotgunned to shit, but it's fine. His hands are alright. I just don't like it. It looks.
Anyway.
Do you know what it looks like? It looks like an easy ploy for them to sell off toys, figurines.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like, actually.
Getting back to games, I want to play Dead Space 3.
Calm down in 2 days, calm down.
Yeah. I played the demo on the PS3. I actually quite shit myself nearly.
We were just talking about.
I can actually guess where you nearly shit yourself. Was it by any chance when you were walking through a little tunnel and they just pop out of the snow?
Yes!
Yeah.
Don't you say anything?
Yeah. Literally, I'm like sitting... Oh, I was at night. I'm playing it in the dark, obviously. And fucking next thing you know, something jumps out and fucking at him. I scream and then my housemates come out saying, "What's wrong?" So nothing, I'm just playing a game.
Yeah. No, we and Connor were playing that part co-op. And they just popped out the ground and I was like, oh shit, I didn't actually expect that. So maybe you're a little bit wrong with the is it scary or not though.
Well, I generally think that Dead Space.
I think it still will be.
Do you know what this game scared the fuck out of me?
Condemned.
Fear.
No, Fear.
Fear. Oh, I never played Fear.
You should play it. It's still worth playing now. That is fucking scary. Especially if you play it in the dark. And, oh god, I've got so many memories of that to this day. Just down to being on 2 o'clock in the morning, pitch black in my bedroom, I was living at my mum's, and you're walking along the corridor with an assault rifle and you just see a head pop round the corner and go, hello. And I just gunned it. It could have been anyone innocent. I just gunned their area.
I think your favourite part was the air vent. Going through the air vent and out, is it? She just, Or when
smoke pretty thickers.
you come up in the elevator and you see her get closer and closer.
Yeah, well I tell you what was Vampire the Masquerade?
Yeah.
There's a bit in that, if it's particular, where you go into this old haunted mansion and you just get this, you walk into this elevator shaft and you hear this little girl's voice go, look out! And that really creeps you. That just, it's like, fuck off when you've got headphones on. But, yeah.
Oh shit. Oh, I dropped my red nose.
What? Just think of all the young people now.
Red Nose Day. Soon. Somewhere.
Soon? Yeah, not now.
Somewhere soon.
Somewhere soon.
Somewhere in the world where people are selling.
Oh. I don't like it, it don't fit my nose.
You've got a big nose, that's why. But yeah, so Jesus Christ, there's so much I wanted to talk about, I forgot it all now.
Is that thing where we've been planning what to talk about, and then all of a sudden you get to it, you're like,
Planet Side 2. Brilliant. Anyway, that's it.
It's not brilliant.
Microtransactions.
I like it, but I can't play it for hours non-stop. Because it's...
Oh no, I have to come off now and again, it does get pretty boring after a while, but...
It's one of those... No, you don't know, do you? You will comport, hey everyone, come over here and we'll help each other out capture this base. And most
when the couple of us are on, it's pretty fun.
3 versus 1,000. But most of the time it ends up being me and you, Carl.
Oh yeah, because Charlie likes kind of play with himself.
No, I mean because we end up sniping together.
Yeah, me and Carl, I've got a thing about sniper. Yeah, so Connor can be my spotter and I can be the sniper. I've got 50 cal motherfucker with a silencer.
Aim sucks.
In that sentence, Connor, by making you the spotter.
My aim sucks. I miss every single fucking shot.
Whereas it's the only game where I'm actually really good at it.
You get
I think one more thing. I think they should do more RTS games, more strategy games on PC. They need to get more.
You know what I want to see? An RTS hybrid with a first-person shooter. They were going to do that with a game back in my day called Command & Conquer Renegade. Do any of you know of that?
I know of it because I lived with you.
Yeah, it was the first-person Command & Conquer game, but it would have been good if they mixed the two up so you had the third person and first. I'd love that. I'd love that approach. There was a game that my brother had, which was Civilizations Rise and Fall. It was a strategy game, and you could... It was a mythological game, but you could call your hero, as it were, and you could go down into like a third-person game as well and start hacking, like hack and slash, while building up your bases and stuff. It was really good. But I want to see more of a hybrid. I think there needs to be that.
Yeah, I think I want to see a realistic RTS army shooter, where instead of going into a map getting harvesters to harvesters crystals or StarCraft, well StarCraft is the same actually, coming to think about it, you have to call in supply drops. A bit like what's that really old version of it? What's the really old one that you play?
What?
Command & Conquer Generals.
What about it?
Oh yeah, that'd be Command & Conquer, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that'd be no. They need something like that where instead of you collecting a rock, you have to call in the supplies.
Yeah.
From where you get regular supplies. I just think they need to do a realistic one.
Or they can do what Ground Control did. Ground Control 2.
Oh, that game was brilliant.
I've never heard of it.
Ground Control 2.
Oh.
It's like you were given resources if you captured at certain points, and then obviously you can like upgrade your shuttle to transport more troops or have it defended by adding guns to it, and then like over time just start dropping troops every time really.
Yeah, you never really had a base, you just called in your ships.
Yeah, you never had a base.
Your base was a big ship in space.
Oh, I think I played that around yours. I like that.
That is, they need to bring that series back.
It was a bit like Men of War, obviously in the future, but yeah.
I like Men of War, but the ability to respawn men in on the single player campaign, you can't do that. So when all your men die, you got one guy left, you literally just can't do anything yourself, just run him out in the open and let him get shot. You know, there's nothing.
Breaking news.
What?
It's Bob Marley's birthday today.
Oh no! Oh shit! I should have got him sank.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Balls. I'll make it up to him.
So I just saw that and I thought I'd let you know, because you're a massive fan, Charlie.
Oh yeah, he's always heavy-metty. That's Bob Marley's mix of heavy metal and reggae. Heavy metal, where heavy reggae. No, that's a slang way of saying it. Heavy reggae. It's heavy. Anyway, I think that's it. I've had enough.
Yeah, let's call it a day. 1 hour and 3 minutes.
I feel like a pro. Is that good? You know?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going. Bye.
Alright guys, thanks for joining us once again for episode 2 of
He's gone.
Once again, post questions in the comment section. We are now on iTunes. Yeah, we're now on iTunes. Episode 1 is on iTunes.
That Star Wars reference. Sorry, I didn't really throw you out. You said episode 1 and I was just brought up Star Wars again.
Yeah, well, we're on, episode 1 is now posted on iTunes, you know, sort of automatic, you can find it there. And join us again next time.
Toodle pip.